up guys, it's Kayla. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have a super exciting video. I am finally giving you my New York Fashion Week vlog. And I am a couple weeks late on this. I'm so sorry about that. But basically just a lot of footage and a lot of stuff that I was trying to organize and get together while still working, you know, a full-time job and doing many other things. But here it is finally. I'm gonna tell you guys all about my journey at New York Fashion Week this past September. Gosh, I think I went to almost 10 fashion shows. I went to events. I went to a convention, which I will tell you guys about. And this year was just like surreal. Like I really felt like I was living that like influencer, journalist, you know, like taking over New York Fashion Week life that I had always dreamed of, and it was really crazy and so much fun. But okay, I can't talk too much because I have so much stuff to show you guys. So basically I'm just gonna kind of talk through what I did during Fashion Week and then just like roll footage because it's just a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, so let's jump into it. So at the very beginning of Fashion Week, I went to my friend Austin Toussaint's event at a consignment store in Manhattan, and I will show you guys some footage from that. Okay. Yay, we're here with Austin at her Fashion Week event.
I'm so excited you're here.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, Austin is an amazing blogger. I look up to her, and you guys should follow her. I will put her Instagram handle on the screen. She's the best.
You were so nice. Kayla is literally so sweet. We got coffee once and we talked for like 2 hours.
Yes, I was like, oh, you're supposed to be working and I'm supposed to be leaving.
I know, but when you like vibe with someone and it just flows, it's like an easy convo. Yeah, and she has a new job, so excited.
Yeah, kick it off Fashion Week with friends. It's the best.
It is the best, and with discounts and
yes, all of the good things.
Yeah.
As I say again.
Are my friends
Okay, so one of the main things I took part in during New York Fashion Week was CurvyCon. For those of you who are not familiar, CurvyCon is a convention for curvy and plus size women here in New York City, right in Manhattan, and it takes place during Fashion Week. It's a 3-day convention over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of Fashion Week, and basically it's just like a really positive experience where plus size creatives and influencers and just really anyone actually can buy tickets to it. Everyone just kind of comes together and has really important discussions about being, you know, being plus size and what that's like navigating through society, in a society that tells us that we have to look a certain way, we have to be a certain weight, we have to be, you know, thin to be beautiful, which, you know, at least if you're a follower of mine, I hope you realize that that is garbage. So yeah, so we're here to spread positivity and self-love and all the good vibes, and that's what CurvyCon was all about. I did a little shopping. I bought some stuff from the Target designer collabs. If you have not seen my Target designer collabs haul, then go ahead and click that link because you need to check it out. Yeah, so I did some shopping, and then the runway shows that they had at CurvyCon were Target, Macy's, and Kleinfeld's. So Kleinfeld's is obviously like the wedding dress retailer from Say Yes to the Dress, and they also hosted a panel with Hunter McGrady. She is one of the only plus size models who has been in the swimsuit issue of Sports Illustrated. I believe it's just really her and Ashley Graham. Maybe there's a couple others, but she's one of the very few. And yeah, and she talks about what it was like wedding dress shopping as a plus size woman. And so they did a size inclusive runway show, which was great. And then Target did a runway show of a lot of their brands that they carry that are size inclusive, and same with Macy's. So basically all three of those retailers were just really there to showcase that they make designs for everyone, and there was a lot of cool pieces, a lot of very wearable things, very trendy things. I saw a lot of animal prints. The color green is definitely going to be huge next year. And yeah, just a lot of fun stuff. A lot of stuff I would totally buy was on those runways. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Alright, and then so after CurvyCon on day one, I had my very first fashion show for this season, which was Sherri Hill. And she is a prom dress designer, like a couture prom dress designer. And even though I'm not super familiar with her, I was excited to attend the show. And I didn't really know what to expect other than that it was going to be like a prom dress fashion show. So the Sherri Hill show opened with a performance by BB Rexa, which was so cool. Actually, she didn't even just open the runway show. She opened it and then she did a performance like towards the middle of it and then closed it. It was crazy. It was like she did like I think 3 or 4 different songs weaved in throughout the fashion show. It was very, very cool. And I forgot to mention, I was sitting in the front row, so I basically had a front row seat to watching BB Rexa. It was very cool. The prom dresses were gorgeous. There were so many different styles, a lot of glitz and sparkles and glam. It was so great. So, day 2 of Fashion Week was my craziest day. It was honestly insane. So, I had 4 shows in one day and I just was running around literally everywhere. So I started the day with an early show. It was like 10 or 10:30 in the morning, and it was a designer called Taoray Wang. I actually went to the Taoray Wang show last year, and I would say that the style is very consistent, very like structured and polished, very nice, very sophisticated, kind of businessy. I you know, like a business vibe, professional woman type vibe, but very lovely. And I got to take my friend John Luca. He gave me his ticket because he wasn't feeling well that morning, and I got the front row, which of course is always fun because you get like the best view. So yeah, so there's some footage from Taoray Wang. So the next show I went to was Chiara Boni. Chiara is an Italian fashion designer, and this is also a show I went to last year, so this was my second time getting to see Chiara's work. And in a similar way to Taoray Wang, it's very like timeless and elegant, but I would say Chiara Boni has a little bit more fun with, as far as like pushing the bounds a little bit more. So Chiara did a huge mixture of prints and styles actually, which I thought was a lot more fun than like kind of like a step up from the last season. It was a lot of fun. So she did like some monarch butterfly themes and some cowgirl stuff, and just like honestly so many different things. I think there was some tie-dye thrown in. So You can tell for this collection she took a lot of inspiration from a lot of places. Sometimes it felt like it wasn't super cohesive, but I honestly found it to be fun and entertaining to watch. So I think she had some really gorgeous pieces, and yeah, that was a pretty good show. Between shows, I popped back into CurvyCon and hung out there for a while. At CurvyCon, I was mostly like catching up with friends and other influencers, taking pictures, and getting some free stuff. CurvyCon has, the vendors were very good to us. We got like free jeans and free jacket and a lot of cool stuff. So hung out at CurvyCon in my downtime. Do whatever. Hey boo! We're here at CurvyCon. We're here at CurvyCon, New York Fashion Week. It's day 2 well, our second day at CurvyCon. And yeah, it's been lit, so much fun. Gianluca, you need to follow him, he's amazing. Like, I will put his Instagram handle on the screen. He writes for everyone and he's the shit, so okay. So, the show the 2 shows I was the most excited to see, also the biggest shows that I have ever got to see in New York Fashion Week, were Christian Siriano and Chromat. So first I went to Christian Siriano, which for those of you who don't know, he is I think he still is the youngest designer to have won Project Runway. He won a while ago, I think it was like season 4. He's become very prominent in the body positive movement because of his willingness to dress plus size celebrities and really just anyone, like not even just women who are plus size, but also like transgender, transgender celebrities and LGBTQIA plus celebrities. He's dressed them all. He's dressed Zendaya and Cardi B and Laverne Cox, and just literally the list goes on, and he's done a phenomenal job with in my opinion, like every look he's ever done. He's a genius. So obviously I'm fangirling because I love Christian Siriano, and I was so excited to be in that, like be able to attend that show and just like be in that atmosphere. Christian Siriano's show was what you would expect. It was size inclusive, it was racially diverse. Christian Siriano's show included a lot of like vibrant rainbow pieces, really big extravagant dresses. He always likes to have fun. It was a really great show, and all of this color and brightness was really and sparkle was really contrasted by a really like dark gothic type of venue. It was I don't know if it was a cathedral per se, but it was like very it had like kind of like an old-timey vibe, and it was dark, but the clothes were just like this vibrant, fun youth that like, I don't know, kind of like exploded from this venue. And I'm sure that's what he had in mind, but if it's not, that's what I took from it, and it was amazing. And yeah, it was really an honor to get to see that show. It was so cool. And then later that night, my latest show, which was like 9 p.m., was Chromat. If you're not familiar, look them up. Chromat is basically it's like designer swimwear. It's really unique, well-made, cool, badass swimwear. And it's super size inclusive. Like at the base of their DNA, Chromat is inclusive for all genders, all sizes, all races. Like this brand is all about really being like fashion for all, and it's just so cool, especially coming from a swimsuit brand when we all know like how difficult it can be to feel good in swimwear. Chromat does its job to make everyone feel good in swimwear, and gosh, the show was amazing. I don't even know where to start with this show. So there was a breast cancer survivor on the runway. There was a pregnant model on this runway. There was women who walked out with their kids. There was every type of body, every type of race. It was gender fluid. There were men and women and non-binary people. It was so good. It was so good. And gosh, the show really was one of the best things I've seen in person when it comes to fashion. So it was truly an experience. It was fun music. Oh, also, there was a live performance by Rico Nasty, which was obviously super cool. I didn't get good footage because I was a few rows back, but just take my word for it, it was super cool and so much fun. And every plus size influencer, not every, but a lot of plus size influencers that I know were there, so it was just fun. It was like a big party. Okay, so after the craziness of CurvyCon and then those 4 shows in one day, Fashion Week slowed down a lot for me. I didn't have anything on, now I'm at Sunday, I didn't have anything on that Sunday, and then on Monday I went to work like normal. After work I had one show at Chelsea Piers by a designer called Hogan McLaughlin. I was not super familiar with his work, but it was honestly a really quick show. It was cool. I got to, you know, learn about another designer, which is always fun. And then the next day, I had my last 2 shows, which the first one was super cool. I got to see Serena Williams' debut fashion show. Obviously incredible. She's already an amazing tennis player. She's a mom. She's a wife. She's a businesswoman. She's everything. And now she has her own clothing line, and it was another show that was super size inclusive and racially diverse and just all the good things. It was really great, very wearable, very beautiful and elegant, and still like young and trendy. It was a lot of good stuff. I really enjoyed Serena's show. Anna Wintour was there, and Kim Kardashian. I didn't really get a good look at them, but it was definitely cool. There was a lot of celebrities that came to support, you know, Serena, because they're all friends. So that was a really cool atmosphere to be in. Yeah. And then later that day was my very last fashion show. I ventured back to Chelsea Piers and went to a show that I also went to last season, which is the CAAFD Collective Showcase, where young and emerging designers basically come together for one big show. I believe it was 6 designers. So I have like a little bit of footage from that. Of all different designers, but I will say compared to last year, these designers were very impressive. I really enjoyed this show compared to last year's. I did get a front row seat again, which, like I keep saying, is always really nice for as far as getting material and yeah, and just having a good view. So I got to see a lot of different styles at that collective showcase. 6 designers is a lot, but is a lot to kind of like take in, but they were all so different, so unique, and the garments really were like high quality. So that was fun. It was a good way to close out Fashion Week, and yeah. And that brings me to pretty much my last official day of New York Fashion Week after all the shows and everything, for me at least, was finished. I attended a boohoo party at the Rosé Mansion, which Rosé Mansion is a pop-up exhibit that's been around in New York City. If you're interested, I actually wrote a full blog post on Rosé Mansion, so I'll link that down below. And I probably will also be doing a blog post on the boohoo party, so just stay tuned for that. Make sure you're keeping up with KaylaSKaos.com. But yeah, so boohoo called their party the Boohoo Mansion, and basically you got to walk through Rosé Mansion, taking photos, drinking wine, playing in the ball pit. It was insane. It was a hot party. It was crazy. And we are ending it with a boohoo party at the Rosé Mansion. It's lit for sure. It's crazy. Thanks, boohoo, for inviting me. there was a couple of performances. The main act was a group of 2 ladies called Sorority, and they were very cool. I wasn't familiar with them, but apparently they're huge on YouTube. They're very cool. They were like dancing and rapping and singing and very talented. And before they went on, I got to see Ashley Simpson and Evan Ross perform, which was pretty cool because I loved Ashley Simpson's music, you know, before the whole like lip singing thing happened. So yeah, she sung a couple of her old songs and I knew all the words, so that was fun. Yeah, so lots of wine, lots of pictures, lots of music. It was very cool. I took Kaylina with me. My friend Gianluca was there for a while, and it was a really good time. Alright, so that is everything. That's all the shows I went to, CurvyCon, all the other little events and panels. It was crazy. September was a crazy month, and now you guys can see why it took me so long to post about everything. But it was such a blessing and so much fun. I just literally can't even believe that this is my life now. Like, it's insane. And I'm not like someone who's like rich or famous or even Instagram famous. I'm just like a normal girl with like a job and who's just trying to make content that hopefully inspires you guys. So trust me when I say if I can do all this crazy cool stuff, literally any of you can. So if you have any questions, please always feel free to shoot me a message or an email. I am so open to talking about literally anything. And I hope you guys continue to follow me and subscribe to my channel, please, and like, comment, and check out my blog. I will have tons of links for you down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, homies. I worry about nothing.